Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Nathan and I are working on a project for our daughter for Christmas. We are making her a foam chair. We've never done anything like this before, so this is totally new and it's been very interesting so far. We thought we'd just bring you along with us as we do this project, so I hope you enjoy it. It's currently 4 days before Christmas. We started this project on Sunday with buying the foam. Nathan did most of the foam work so far. He cut out the squares and rectangles and things that we needed for it, and then he glued them all together. That took a couple of evenings, but that is all together now. Here's what we got so far. We're going to be putting the directions on how to make this on a website, and we'll leave the link for that down below. Let us know if you make one like this and how it turns out. My part of this project is to make the cover for it, and yeah, that's been pretty tricky so far. I've been measuring and remeasuring. I think I've measured this thing like 3 times trying to get it right. First time I forgot to add enough seam allowances around the edges, so I'm really glad I hadn't cut my material yet. So right now I'm working on making more templates so I don't have to make mistakes on the material. So I'm going to try to work on that. Anna's asleep, so I should have at least an hour or so to work on this. So I'm going to get busy. Not gonna lie guys, this front piece has been the one that has challenged me the most so far. I'm going to end up adding extra just down there at the bottom just in case I need it, because I'm not exactly sure my measurements are right down there. But I think I finally got like the seam allowances good for there. Seriously, it has taken me so long for that piece. And I just hope it's right. Or if I mess it up that I have enough material to cover it. As you can see, I found many various mediums of cutting out my pattern. Cardboard out of cereal boxes. That was pretty hard to cut. Found some tissue paper. That worked really well. I had started using this roll of landscape fabric, but it did not work very well. I couldn't see my lines very well, and it was pretty difficult to cut, so I scrapped that idea pretty quick. I just have the back to cut out next, and then I think I'm ready to cut out on the material. And it'll be time to start supper, so I'm gonna have to wait till later to finish that part. I'm very much a visual person, so I need to have a pattern to be able to lay out on the material before I start cutting. I don't want to just wing it. If it was just rectangles, I probably could, but some of these pieces have been pretty intricate, so I just want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. I was able to get all the pattern pieces cut out, so I'm really thankful for that. It took about an hour and 10 minutes to cut out all those pieces. I feel like cutting down the material will be pretty quick now that I have those pieces and can just cut it out. Welcome back. We have 3 days left till Christmas, and I hope today to be able to get all the material cut out and maybe even start sewing. We got this animal print fabric. We got 2 yards of it. It's kind of a soft, it's not really a fleece. I don't know what kind of material it is, but we got it mainly because it has giraffes, and Anna really likes giraffes. So 2 things I need to keep in mind here while I'm cutting this out. I need to keep in mind to have all the animals standing upright, and number 2, there's a horizontal stretch that I need to make sure it stays horizontal. So I think it'll be okay because the way the animals are is also the way the stretch is. So I just need to keep the animals upright and I should be good. So I'm gonna get started laying out this jigsaw puzzle. I have 2 yards, I think I said that. So hopefully I can fit all my pieces on here. I've got my baby monitor here for Anna because she is taking a nap. Yay! Everything is finally cut out. I have a big section of material left, so that's pretty great. It's probably a little over a yard, and it's half the width of the material, so I think 30 inches wide. Maybe if I would have laid this out a little differently, I probably could have gotten a different hunk, but I'm okay with this. I still haven't cut out the bottom yet, so that'll probably work for that. Now I'm gonna get my sewing machine out and get it tuned up, ready to go, because I haven't sewn on it in a while. And I want to test sewing on this material a little bit before I start sewing on the actual thing. So this has got to be probably a first time ever after I got my machine out and cleaned it up because it was pretty gross, lots of dust and all that. I sewed some seams to check the tension and everything, and it was perfect. I feel like it never does that. I have more trouble with this machine, so that's exciting. I don't have to monkey with the tension. It's perfect for this material, and I can just start sewing. The table wobbles quite a bit when the machine goes, so I might have to do something different. The tricky part is, where do I start sewing? Which piece do I sew first? I think maybe I'll sew like the arm to the inner arm part first, and then do that on both sides. Maybe just do it on one side to see how it works. And then sew it to the back, or this front part. I'm gonna try that. We'll see. I may have to do a lot of ripping out because I'm not really sure how to assemble this best. So, forgive me. if I make mistakes. Setting the seam already, guys, and I'm already ripping out. And Anna's wig, so I guess I'm gonna have to stop for now. Alright, so I got everything ripped back out, and then I just sewed all these pieces together. This is the arm top, arm inside, seat bottom, arm inside, and arm top. And now I'm going to try to pin it on this form, probably while it's on the chair maybe. This was Nathan's idea, so hopefully it works. I'm able to attach this piece to that piece. Once that is done, I'm pretty sure the rest will be no problem. I've pinned the arm parts together, and I'm going to sew it first, and then I'm going to do the seat part as another seam, just because I cut this a little bit longer, so I just want to make sure it's nice and smooth and that it fits before I sew that part. First arm is done. I'm not exactly stoked about how this turned out right here. It's really kind of puckery, so I may end up taking that out, but I'm going to do this side over here next and just see if I can get it smoother, and I may take that out later, but it's not of huge consequence right now, and I want to see if I can get this corner done too. But guys, it's working. Next I just sewed the bottom seam. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's looking okay. These seams in here are a little small, like it's pulling a little bit, so I don't know how I could have fixed that. I should have sewn down this front part before I stitched these side seams, so I had to open them up a little bit so that I can sew it across here. Then I'll make sure these seams are down again, and I'll be able to sew the front part of the arm on here and onto the front of here. And then I'm pretty sure the front part will be done. I already messed up once. I had one whole piece pinned on upside down, so I had to unpin it and repin it again. But at least I had only pinned it instead of having to rip out again. I'm going to leave these little pieces open for right now just to aid in putting on the side pieces. I'm still not exactly sure how they're going to go on, but let's see how this goes. I'm really impressed with how this corner turned out. It actually looks okay for the most part. I probably should have just sewed to the seam allowance here in this seam because I had to fix it later. There was a little bit of a hole, so I'll do that on the next one. But I just pivoted here at the corner and then it worked. Yay! It's Christmas Eve, which means I have today to finish this project pretty much. So I'm going to try to work quickly and see how much I can get done very quickly during this nap time. And I didn't take a second nap yesterday, so I wasn't able to get anything more done yesterday, even though I was hoping to. So I basically just pinned on the front of the arm. It helps get this corner a little bit straighter. And then I'll just sew it, probably starting down there and go up, and I'll pivot here at the corner so that it's nice and square. The front is done! Yay! These sides will be pulled out flat and the sides are put on. So they're just hanging a little bit weird right now. But the front is done. So next I'm just going to sew the top piece on, and then I'll sew the sides. For the arms I just flipped the whole cover inside out and then pinned on the arm. That way it kind of gives it some shape while I'm pinning. These corners, whew, corners are not my favorite. And there it is. The corners aren't perfect, but they're okay. If I decide they need to be better, I'll take them out at some other point and fix them. Here we go. Both sides are on. The top is on, so the whole entire front and sides are done. So now I'm just going to put on the back. Pin the back on. Same way as I did the other arms, I did inside out. It fits, guys! That's so exciting. It's a little loose, but that's okay. I'm gonna work on the bottom now. The bottom is gonna attach here, just to this front seam, and then the bottom is gonna be turned under twice, all the way around the other three sides, and this extra is gonna be turned around under twice, and then it will fit under there, and we'll hook it together with some Velcro. Guys, it's lunchtime, but I do not want to stop because Anna is still sleeping. And I'm so close to being done. I put a hem all the way around. I turned it under 1/4 of an inch and then probably 3/4 of an inch more. This will hold the elastic, and then this side will be stitched to the front. And I think someone's awake.
Mom just went downstairs to get you something. We gotta hide, so you can't see. You gotta stay over here so we can't see. You wanna go see what it is?
What is it? This. You can sit in it. Sit in it.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, you like it? You want another one? Jesus grew up in Nazareth. When Jesus was 12 years old, Mary and Joseph took him to the temple. The temple was in Jerusalem. They had to travel there by walking. They went with many of their friends and family.
I'm back at finishing up this project. It's technically the day after Christmas, but better late than never. I just sewed around the bottom edge, turned it under 1/4 of an inch, and then like another 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch elastic is going to go there. And then I'm just sewing on the bottom part to the front edge, and then I'll be back to put on the elastic. The last step was just sewing on some Velcro. We had some of this already. It's sticky, but I wanted to make sure it was really going to stay, so I sewed it on as well. And now to try it on the chair. Ta-da! It's done! I think it looks good. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it. It's a little bit different than we normally do. So I hope you stuck with it and enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your feedback on this, the project or the video. Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you next time.